Hamak Gold was listed on the standard exchange of LSE in March last year. We raised £1 million to basically put towards exploration in Liberia. In that time, we've done quite a lot of work. Made two good discoveries actually in that short space of time, and looking now to sort of expand on that positive work so far. Yeah, so we focus really on two licenses in the centre of Liberia. These are kind of adjacent, if you like, to existing gold operations, mining operations. The priority target for us at the moment is a license called Nimba. That's up in the far north of Liberia on the border with the Ivory Coast, and actually just across from the Endeavour ET gold mine, which is a 4 million ounce operating mine. And we've made a discovery actually on one of these sites. So we did some sampling of that. We got high-grade rock chip samples, like 40 grams per ton, which is quite significant, of course. We did our channel sampling across these exposures and beyond. It looks like we've got wide intersections of gold mineralization below the surface. And then sort of towards the end of last year, I did a deal with a local Liberian drilling company where I said, look, I just need to drill a few holes here to see what's going on below this mineralized outcrop. Will you take some shares for the work, which they did, which was fantastic. So we conserved our cash that way. We drilled 3 holes under this exposure, and I'm not kidding, the first hole that we drilled near surface intersected 20 meters at 7 grams per ton, like bonanza grade. And you know, from that, within that rather, you've got 5 meters at 21 grams per ton. So it's a really significant intersection. It's wide mineralization, it's high grade mineralization. The proximity, as I said, to our neighbors on an operating mine. So everything's stacking up that this is actually a significant project. And we've done soil geochem sort of across this area, and we've got an anomaly which stretches 3 kilometers long by 1 kilometer wide associated with this intersection that we've made. So I'm thinking that, you know, we've got something sort of extensive here as well as high grade. So the next stage for us is a geophysical survey, and this is really to pinpoint the mineralization, or rather pinpoint drill holes, so we can track the mineralization at depth and along strike. Well, the geophysical survey is, like I say, is going to define the next series of drilling. So there'll be I'm thinking a 5,000 meter drill campaign after this. So the geophysics will take maybe 2 months to, you know, get the data, interpret it, work out where we want to drill, and then obviously we've got to raise the funds to do that drilling. Of course, this is the nature of junior exploration. You have to obviously continue to raise capital to expand on your discoveries and you know, grow the company. So we're no different. But you know, we're pretty confident that we can do that. Get a 5,000 meter drilling campaign underway, and basically try and see what scale of gold discovery we've made. I've known Liberia for a long time. I've been working in Liberia for like 18 years or so in the region, Sierra Leone, neighboring Sierra Leone, Guinea, Liberia. So I'm very comfortable with the region, very comfortable with the jurisdiction. The Ministry of Mines in Liberia is very friendly, it's very open and very, let's say, encouraging of foreign investment, companies like ourselves going in, trying to make you know, our way forward through discovery to mine. Liberia is actually a very underexplored country compared to its peer neighbors, let's say Ivory Coast, where we know there's a lot of gold activity and a lot of gold discoveries and gold mining. And beyond that, Burkina Faso, Ghana, more traditional areas. But I like to look at the Ivory Coast model because, you know, 20 years ago, that was totally underexplored as well because of the political sort of backdrop. Liberia has followed that same kind of history, and it shares the same geology for a large extent with the Ivory Coast. So, you know, if one takes a sort of forward-thinking approach and takes the risk to go in and start exploring in the early stage in areas where, you know, are frankly remote, difficult to access, but you know, has good geology. I'm a firm believer that discoveries can and will be made, and I think our initial discovery in Nimba kind of justifies that approach.